All right, today we're going way back. I mean, all the way back to the very beginning, your beginning. We're going to talk about the incredible biological blueprint that explains how every single one of us got here. It's all about the fascinating system of human reproduction. Yeah, it really all boils down to this one big question. And on the surface, it seems pretty simple, right? But the answer? Wow. It involves two super complex systems, a sequence of events that has to be timed perfectly, and then this 9-month journey of just astonishing transformation. So let's pull back the curtain and see how it all really works. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to look at the two essential halves of the story, the male system and the female system. Then, we'll see how they come together in this crucial 3-step process. And that process, it kicks off an absolutely incredible 9-month journey. Ready? Let's jump in with the first half of the blueprint. All right, first up, the male reproductive system. This is where one half of that genetic instruction manual gets made and prepped for its big journey. So the whole system is pretty neatly packed there in the pelvic region. And really, its entire purpose is to produce and deliver just one thing: sperm. The main parts are the testes. Think of them as the production factories, and they're supported by this whole network of glands and ducts to get the final product ready to go. Okay, let's take a closer look inside this factory, because this is where it gets really interesting. Inside the testes, you've got these tiny coiled things called seminiferous tubules. This is where all the action happens. Specialized germ cells mature into sperm. It's literally like a microscopic assembly line. And once they're ready, they travel through this whole series of ducts, getting prepped for their ultimate journey. So that covers one half of the genetic blueprint. But you need two halves, right? So now let's explore its counterpart, the female reproductive system. And this system is amazing because it doesn't just provide the other half of the code, it's also the very environment where new life is nurtured. Yeah, and that's a key difference here. While the male system is really focused on production and delivery, the female system is designed for the entire incredible process. We're talking creating the egg, supporting fertilization, carrying the pregnancy, and finally birth. It's basically a complete life support system all in one. So who are the main players on this team? Well, you've got the ovaries, which produce the eggs. From there, the oviducts act like pathways leading to the uterus, that's the womb where an embryo develops. The cervix and vagina, they form the birth canal. And what's really amazing is that the system even includes the mammary glands, which are functionally linked to provide nourishment after birth. It's all connected. And check this out, because this detail just shows you how elegant the whole design is. When an egg or an ovum is released from the ovary, it doesn't just, float away hoping for the best. Nope. The end of the oviduct has these incredible finger-like projections called fimbria, and they actually sweep over the ovary to gently catch the egg and guide it into the tube. It's this incredibly precise, gentle handover. Just amazing. Okay, so we've got the two halves of the blueprint. We know the key players. Now for the most critical part, how they come together. This all happens in a really precise 3-step process that marks the true beginning of a new life. It unfolds in a really clear sequence. Step 1 is pre-fertilization. The sperm and the egg are made and then they're brought together. Then comes the main event, fertilization. This is that incredible moment where just one sperm fuses with the egg, creating a single new cell called a zygote. And from there, it's on to the final stage. That one cell begins to divide, kicking off what's known as embryogenesis. And that very first division of the zygote, that single event triggers the most astonishing phase of all. We're talking about the 9-month journey of pregnancy, where a tiny microscopic cluster of cells completely transforms into a fully formed human being. So how long does this take? On average, from the moment of fertilization to birth, human gestation lasts about 266 days. Think about that. Nearly 9 months of continuous, complex, and just perfectly orchestrated growth. Now, this 266-day journey is usually broken down into 3 trimesters. The first trimester is all about construction. Laying down the fundamental body plan, forming all the major organs. Then, in the second trimester, the developing baby is now called a fetus, and the focus shifts to rapid growth and refinement. And the third trimester? That's the final stretch. It's all about gaining weight and maturing, just getting ready for the outside world. So there you have it. It's really an amazing story, isn't it? We started with two completely separate biological blueprints, the male and female systems. We saw how they interact through that clear three-step process. And we followed the incredible 266-day journey that turns that one initial cell into a whole new human life. It kind of leaves you with this one big thought, doesn't it? When you look at all the intricate parts, the perfect timing, and the mind-bogglingly complex development, do you see a sophisticated biological machine just executing its programming? Or do you see something more, like a simple, profound miracle of life? Maybe it's a little bit of both.